are back. Welcome back to the Father and Son News Show here on Radioonfire.com. Diamond K in here alongside my father. How you doing, Dad?
Good.
Of course, we're here every Tuesday breaking down, unpacking political and social stories here in the studios in Baltimore, Maryland, Radio and Fire Studios. Of course, if you want to advertise or be a sponsor of any edition of the show, visit radioonfire.com/promo for pricing and other details. So some boxing news I wanted to talk about. We don't get a chance to talk about boxing on the show too often. Before we hit what's on the paper, though, we had a chance to see Pacquiao and Keith Thurman over the weekend. And so what were your thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, it was a good fight. I mean, Pacquiao was he was moving like he was 30 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just heard them talking about the fact that, maybe he was juiced up or something, you know what I mean? Because he definitely wasn't moving like he wasn't moving like he was when he was
But
fighting.
I don't think that the juice makes you bounce around. I think it gives you strength and weighs you down. It doesn't miraculously give you cardio.
Right.
It gives you power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when Mark McGwire and those guys hitting those home runs, it's because they was knocking out the park. But they were running fast around the base. They wouldn't say they was juicing.
That's true. Maybe, yeah, because I guess it does get your heart beating fast.
Yeah, it gets your heart beating real fast.
So I don't know, but he was bouncing around it like he was a young boy. So he beat him. He beat him physically and mentally. The boy Keith was beat up mentally. I saw him on his
he's frustrated
on a post interview, and he said that the one thing he said about Pacquiao, he said he was in shape. he said. The brother was in shape.
His rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, he did his rounds.
The man was in shape. You know, he did. He trained.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And, so of course I am predicting a Mayweather Pacquiao rematch. I think it's good for boxing. I think we're going to see that in the next 10 months or so.
Mayweather's going to be about 43 years old.
Okay.
And Pacquiao gonna be 41.
Okay.
Both of them over the hill.
Yeah. And there's nobody else that can put together a bigger fight. Now, here's what needs to happen. Here's what needs to happen. Now, it's difficult, but if Pacquiao can defeat convincingly, it's a big if, Errol Spence, right? Mm-hmm. He can call out he can call out Mayweather. Like, I'd beat everybody. Who's left?
He can write it right. He can write his ticket now.
If he does that,
if he beats Errol Spence
convincingly, like not no robbery or nothing. Like he beat the same way that he beat Keith Thurman,
right?
Then he can say, I need to avenge the loss to Mayweather, and then I'll call it a career, right? Say something like that.
He could do that.
And the money will start piling up.
Yeah.
And Mayweather will be forced to come out of retirement. He ain't got to be forced.
Oh, no.
He ain't even been in his arm.
Shark, what's the guy's name? He used to play with the Ravens football. He's the announcer now. He got a talk show. He said, give money $250 million to 300, he will come out.
Oh, definitely.
He said he training now.
He is. He ain't stopped.
He ain't never stopped training.
Yeah,
He's training now. He said $300 million, he will do it.
You know he will.
Oh, he will. Yeah.
And Pacquiao do it for 100.
Oh,
he'll do it for 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Mayweather do that. And this is the thing. If, let's just say, lightning strikes, and in this rematch, Pacquiao wins, guaranteed to be another fight. Pacquiao loses, call it a career. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm predicting. And I think that's best for boxing. Mm-hmm. Those big gates are best for boxing.
Yeah, those would be gigantic gates. That'd be a big gate.
Yeah.
If he beats Thurman, I mean if he beats
Spence,
oh, he can write his own ticket. Right.
And all the other losses don't even matter. All those other losses, 6 or 7 he got.
Yeah, because I didn't even realize the brother has 62 victories. This man, 62 victories and 7 losses, I think. Yeah.
That's pretty good average.
Yeah, please. That's a
He's made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Sad news. Boxer Dadajev, Russian guy, dies after suffering a brain injury for a fight here in Maryland 2 days ago. He fought at the National Harbor, the MGM. Big. That's a brand new facility over there, and 28 years old. So the Russian Boxing Federation said that he suffered a brain swelling Friday in a light welterweight fight, and he underwent surgery, but his heart stopped today. So hospitalized at University of Maryland Prince George's Hospital shortly after the fight, which was stopped in the 11th round after he took numerous shots to the head. So footage from the fight shows that he was shaking his head in his corner as his trainer, well-known Buddy McGirt, pleaded with him to stop the fight.
Yeah. I mean, when Buddy was a fighter, he was pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but shortly after that, the referee stopped the fight at McGirt's request. So, yeah. Sad. I mean, it's always sad when that happens. But I want to reference something that one of our family members said. About the boxing. Boxers getting hit and dying in the ring and stuff. That doesn't happen often. That's not something that happens regularly. So when these things happen, it's always like shocking. What people say, see, I don't want my kid boxing or football injuries. People die in a car wreck much more than boxers in the ring.
Wait. Every 15 minutes.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
And so I don't want, of course you don't, you reference this too as well. Mayweather fights a style where he does not get hit purposely.
Yes.
And people say, oh my God, I just want to see this or that. The object is to not get hit. So that's what I'm saying.
That's it. That's paramount. I want to hit you, and I'm a duck. I'm a move.
Yeah.
The reason that Thurman got knocked down is because he went straight back.
Yeah.
He went straight back, and he didn't do that no more.
He definitely didn't do that no more.
He can't go straight back because he came right at him.
So last thing on this, there's always a conspiracy theory out there. So the Russian Boxing Federation is saying that they want to investigate whether it was anyone's fault. They said that we need to know the truth about what happened. Okay, so they said that they believe some human factors intervened and there was some kind of violation. So I guess that means something with the gloves. Is that what he's referencing?
I don't know. Yeah.
But he did say that the Russian Boxing Federation is going to provide financial support to the boxer's family.
That's good. Well, see, they fight like the Mexicans. They just slug and slug and slug.
Well,
duck. But
too
it's too
honorable
bad.
to duck.
Yeah, right. Right. That's like that's not macho.
Right. Okay. So speaking of not macho, Boris Johnson will be the United Kingdom's new prime minister. And we don't get to talk a whole lot of European news,
right.
UK in particular, but I thought this was important because this is a very controversial figure, and he's taking Theresa May's spot. They've been giving her hell for a long time.
And they show you in England, it's pretty good because they can get rid of a prime minister at the drop of a hat.
They ain't playing. Yeah, they've been trying to get rid of her for a while.
Hey, well, we can't get rid of this guy like that.
She was getting by the skin of her teeth a couple times. I'm like, oh, she's done now. And then she made it. She really done now. And she back again. But they're gonna have trouble getting rid of this guy they got right now.
Who's the new guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if
He's a hardline Brexiteer, as they say. But the people that's big on Brexit, you know what I mean? Britain's exit. I thought that name was kind of slick though. So he won today. He's a conservative, and so Theresa May stepping down tomorrow.
Now let me ask you this: was Theresa May in favor of Brexit or opposed?
I think she's opposed.
Okay. Well, he's opposed also.
Yeah, I think she's. Well, these two are the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah, these two are the opposite.
Okay.
So I mean, she's.
So she then that means
she wants to stay within.
She wants to stay. Yeah.
Yes.
She wants to stay within.
He wants to leave, and he's a hardline. He's not. He's not a moderate. You know what I mean? And so he's a former mayor of London, former British foreign secretary, and really he won by a landslide. You know, if you look at the votes, you know what I mean? And turnout was pretty high. He got 66% of the vote. That's pretty high, you know. But he is the UK's version of Trump. You know, he's bombastic.
Is he?
You know what I mean? Yes. He got funny hair. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He has that yellow hair. What do you call it? Blonde hair? Yeah. So I think that this is going to. They're going to get along fine. Trump likes him. They're going to get along just fine. But I think that even tougher times are ahead for the UK. Yeah, that's what I feel about that. Mueller set to testify tomorrow, and the Democrats have made a big deal about this. Like this is what we're waiting for. And so Rachel Maddow was talking about, set your clocks. You need to be in front of your TV at 8:25. Just ready. This is gonna be an exciting news day, and she's amped up. And Chris Cuomo, he's amped up, and all of
they fall into that same hole every time.
What's the cartoon? Where the girl has the football?
Girl has the football.
The girl has the football. She's holding the football. Charlie Brown.
Oh, okay.
And she pulls the football away. Oh. And he falls for it. She's okay. I've been doing this time, and he falls for it every single time. And it's after the fifth time, you're like, come on, Charlie Brown, like and then she.
I never watched Charlie Brown, so I don't know anything about it.
You never watched Charlie Brown?
No, never watched it.
Did you watch it? So I gotta show you some. When we get off, I'm gonna show you some of these clips. So.
I mean, I could have watched it.
Of course, I'm saying I gotta show you some clips of this. So the girl has the football. And he wants to play football. He doesn't look like a football guy, but he just wants to kick the football. So you know how you have the kicker to hold it,
Yeah.
on the TV.
I know.
So she says, "I'm going to hold it for you." So he kick it as hard as you can. So he runs and kicks the football. She moves the football so he can't kick it, and he falls on his face every time.
That's a perfect example of the Democrats. That's exactly it.
Yes.
You hit it right on the head.
And so of course he was a special counsel. And he was real adamant about having his deputy
be there with him.
Yes, being there with him. He's called Aaron Zebley, and he's going to appear with him tomorrow. So he's going to be sitting right there. They're going to ask him a question. He'll be like whispering in his ear or something like that. It's going to be real crazy looking. So he's claiming, but he already said what he's going to do.
Right, and they said that. Mueller has been in front of the Senate hearings 89 times. I mean, he's a pro at this. He knows how to, as they say, not answer questions. And 89 times. That's
amazing. I think that's why he worded that public statement the way he did, to try to discourage them from calling him. I say, I'm only going to talk about this, and this, and then he telegraphed something for the Department of Justice to send him a letter saying, we only want you to talk about this or this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They sent him a letter yesterday and tried to outline that they only want him to talk about the things that he's talked about in the public sphere. Mm-hmm. And specifically, we don't want you to talk about any unindicted co-conspirators, a.k.a. Trump. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And he's going to use that mandate as a excuse to not answer any questions. Except for
the
what's
ones
in
that he's already laid out.
He's gonna be like, so if Nikki was asking us questions, she's part of the house. And no, on page 89, part 1, I answered that question. He's gonna be doing dumb stuff like that, and that's just gonna make for a frustrating,
right.
viewing.
And he knows how to do it. He's done it 89 times.
And then they're going to turn around later, Republicans, and say, oh, well, he testified. I mean, what else do you want? Presidential harassment. It's unbelievable. But like you said, and they keep falling for it every time. But 24 hours from now, his hearing's going to be over, and he's going to be in the house, kicking it with his wife, drinking a cup of coffee or tea or whatever somebody named Mueller would drink. So, I mean, so his deputy being with him, the Republicans are trying to get worked up about the fact that his deputy is going to be there with him. I don't think that really makes a difference. I think that means he's going to answer even less. Even less. But the Democrat response is, well, they're private citizens now, so they can just do whatever they want. But the type of person that Mueller is, even if he was a private citizen, they're going to act like he's the type of person to act like I'm still bound by the DOJ rules and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think there's going to be a big disappointment.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nothing's going to come out of this. Nothing is going to come out of this.
No, I agree.
We also have coming up the debates.
Yes.
Debates are coming up. And that's going to be next week, but that's going to be coming up.
Yeah.
How have you had a chance to see any of Booker's talk? He's been talking a little bit, doing some interviews. You feel any?
I saw him on. I mean, I've always liked Booker. You know what I mean? I just don't think that he's going to be able to hook her.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to get the mass people to support him.
Is it timing? Is not, or is he just not the guy? Or is it too many people and he doesn't shine?
I think that it's
on paper he should work.
Yeah, but I think that he is too Obama-like. He's a nice guy,
and I think that's what he's going for.
Yeah, but I think that he has to. Being Obama-like is good, but you've got to be able to be flexible. The times that he's got to be forceful at certain times, and his forcefulness isn't scary. He's just nobody.
But that's why it makes him safe. So in his mind, he's a moderate.
Yes.
So all of the reasons why people like President Obama, in his mind, would make them like him.
But here's the thing. That was 2016.
Yeah.
3 years have passed. Trump came in saying, "Folks, we got to."
We've been earlier in 2016.
Well, 15. He said, "Folks, we got to be mean, and we've been too nice. Yeah. We got to be mean, And so that's what they're trying, and they're getting on to the Trump mantra of nice guys end up in last place, and it's time to be stern.
So I think that you have changed your position a little bit on the way to fight the type of personality of Trump. So you saying fight fire with fire?
No, I've always said that. I'm saying you have to take the high road, but it's got to be
edge. You use the edge.
Yeah, I liked the guy from New York. You know what I mean? I told you.
De Blasio.
I like the.
So
way
he has an edge. He doesn't come off like a nice guy you can get over on.
Yeah, you can't come. They're not gonna.
So does Cory Booker come off as somebody you can get over on?
His name even sounds like you can get over him. Hey man, look how Cory Booker's coming. I mean,
you're like, ooh, Cory's coming.
And if the girl works good. I'm sorry,
the girl. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Harris works good. If she was a guy,
Oh, that's
I'm
worse
just-
than what you said when you said the girl. Oh my God!
I don't think
you know
that-
the feminists gonna say you set them back 20 years.
Yeah, look, I'm just
Harris
saying.
would work if she was a boy.
I mean,
what are you saying?
I don't think that a woman is going to be able to take control of this country after Trump. I don't think she's going to be able to take the helms of the country away from Donald Trump. Is what I mean. They're meaner. We know that the slogan.
Men are meaner.
His followers, women too. I told
yeah.
you who was that? They told me that they had that billboard in Florida. I tell you, Tyrone is down in Atlanta. He said he went down to Florida. There's a billboard with a white woman in Daisy Dukes, boots on, and a machine gun saying, "Get your guns." A billboard, okay. And what I'm saying is that the country is getting hostile and they're getting mean, and
the time is
it's not.
different time.
It's a different time. And
Could President Obama win today as a first time candidate? Not as incumbent, but pretend he didn't run in 2008, he was running now. Would we be looking at him like we look at Cory Booker?
Might. It might be. I
think that he
speaks a bit
more heartfelt than Cory Booker.
Yeah,
does.
he does, and he can get forceful.
He can, and he can get sarcastic.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You got to be able to be, but the sarcasm's got to be true. Like Obama was saying early on. He said the guy's 72. You think he's gonna change? He ain't gonna change.
Cory Booker wouldn't say that. He wouldn't even recite those lines like that.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. He's taking the upper role, but he's telling you the truth.
Yeah.
You can't change.
So this is a stylistic differences.
Yeah.
But as far as
I don't see any
policy, he's fine.
Who, Cory Booker?
Yes, but stylistically,
yeah.
He doesn't. Okay,
he's not forceful enough, not strong enough.
So Kamala Harris, her conversation coming from a male, you think would hit?
Yeah. Okay. And I like her. I like the fact that at first I was thinking she laughs too much, but I like her laughing because when it's time to get serious, she gets dead serious. That pound table kind of.
Yeah.
All right, now, enough is enough.
I don't think Cory Booker would hit the table. He wouldn't hit the table.
You got to be able to hit the table.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to take charge.
He was like, if this was a different table, I'd shove it a little bit.
Yes. And he's even softer than Obama. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with that.
We can't.
And Harris.
Yeah. Harris is tougher than all of them.
Yeah.
The men and what's the vice president?
Biden.
Biden.
No,
Trump, he can't beat Trump.
Yeah,
I mean, the country said, where's our big father? We need a strong man to protect. There you go.
All right, so
and the guy who has a husband.
Oh my goodness! So next week we're gonna. Oh my God.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, that was late. I got it late. The guy who has a husband. He does have a husband.
He has a husband.
He's a newlywed.
And he says it's his husband.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm talking about the people.
They're mad at you.
They are. Don't be mad at me because he got a. You mad at me because he got a husband.
I
got a wife.
Your Harris statements, and then you capped it off with
but I think I clarified the Harris statements. I said that I'm not saying me. I'll vote for it. I'm talking about America.
Okay.
They've gotten mean. The president said we've been too mean, folks. When he says folks, who he's talking to is folks.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, we'll be back next week to talk about the debates and to dissect this Mueller foolishness. We get that out of the way early. And
I hope they surprise us. I hope. I think Mueller's scared.
Nah, he's
scared. He's scared. He's scared.
I smell fear.
And
fear. And then he gets backstage, and William Barr is smacking on the back of his head. Bow. wow.
And I think the fear has come in because he sees that the FBI is switching. They're getting more.
That's no surprise. The FBI has always been shady.
Right. So
Shady. But thanks, Dad, for another great show.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back next week with more news and more conversations, and I'm sure one of us will offend somebody next week.
Yes.
You did today, but
yeah.
I'll be back to normal next week.
All right.
All right. Thanks.